Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Profit Connect Wealth Services Receivership Investor Call. Today is December 3rd, 2025. It's approximately 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. I appreciate everyone taking the opportunity to join me today. Uh, just going to give a little brief overview, and then we'll talk about some specific questions that we were asked prior to this call. So again, anything that you hear in this call should not be construed as legal or accounting advice. If you have specific legal or accounting questions, we recommend that you reach out to a competent counsel to request answers to those questions. I again appreciate everybody taking the time today. Just want to go through some of the information about where we're at and kind of where things are moving forward. As most of you have seen, we did sign a proposed settlement with Bank of America in regard to their activity in the case. We also have a tentative settlement with Dale Hayes, the attorney that we had sued previously, and we'll report on that more once we have a finalized settlement agreement that will be then submitted to the court for approval. So I just want to kind of jump into the questions now that have been asked by investors, and we can go from there. If you have other questions, you're welcome to post them in the group chat or to reach out to us individually. First question is, where can I get information about the trial of Brent Kovar? The information, I'm not sure where it can be located, other than I can provide you guys what I understand about the case. As of right now, the case is scheduled for March 2nd through 6th of 2026. And assuming that trial goes forward on that date, which we believe it will, then that will be in the Las Vegas federal courthouse there in Las Vegas, Nevada. And so if you, I do believe that trial will be open to the public and anybody would be welcome to attend that trial. I also do believe that the U.S. Attorney will be reaching out to some investors to request information from them or potentially request testimony regarding the harm involved in this case. But again, the case is scheduled to go from March 2nd to March 6th of 2026 in Las Vegas at the federal courthouse. We will post updates if any updates become available, and if you have specific questions or like to ask a specific question, you're welcome to reach out to us and we can talk about that directly. Next question has to do with the justification on the special litigation counsel fees. So when we sued Bank of America, the court authorized us to hire special litigation counsel to file that suit. We did hire them. Ultimately, we ended up negotiating or mediating with Bank of America regarding our suit and did reach a settlement, which has been filed in the case and requested the court approve that. As part of that settlement, originally the attorneys in that case were entitled to 25% of the recovery. However, the attorneys did volunteer to lower their fee down to 20% of the recovery, which is the $365,000 in which they'll be entitled to in the settlement. And that's where that $365,000 number came from that some people have asked about. Next question is distributions. What is the time frame for any money being returned? As we, again, continue to litigate against these parties, and once we start collecting those settlements, then we will look to do an additional distribution in this case. But as of right now, we don't know exactly when that will be. It will be likely in 2026. And we hope to get that out sooner rather than later. But again, we're trying to collect as much money together as possible. So it makes more sense to do a distribution that way. Once we have an idea of when that will be or what that will look like, we will make sure to let everyone know. But we do intend to do at least one additional distribution in the case. Let's see, questions about getting, what percentage of money people are going to get back. That continues to be in flux based on these settlements. Again, we continue to pay out the money as it's available, and we don't yet know what that final number will look like. But it is not likely that people will get back all of their investment, but we are working hard to get back as much of it as possible. The last question in that area asked the question, after distributions are final, can we get a letter on your letterhead of what amount was invested and how much was lost in the Ponzi scheme versus how much was recovered? We generally do not send out a letter of what that loss is. However, you do have your claim information. You have your approved claim, and you will get another additional payment. And so you can take those two checks that you will have received at least to by that point, and then we'll be able to use that to back up any type of filing you might make with the IRS or anyone else. Those are really the only questions that we received prior to the call. Again, I want to recommend that if you have specific questions that you reach out to us. The email address is contact@profitconnect-receivership.com. Again, that's contact@profitconnectreceivership.com, or you can call 503-980-3711. Again, that's 503-980-3711. The other thing you can do, of course, is get on the website. We do post all relevant documents there, as well as you're able to register there to make sure that you are on our contact list. The website is profitconnect-receivership.com. Again, that's profitconnect-receivership.com. We did get one, looks like we did get one other thing that popped up. Is it possible that Kovar's criminal trial may open up the door to further monetary recoveries? Only to the extent that there is money that was available. We have, we've done our due diligence looking for additional assets of Brent Kovar, have yet to find anything. However, if we do locate additional assets, we can still go after them in the receivership. It is likely that the U.S. Attorney's Office will seek some type of monetary judgment as well. But again, we don't believe right now that there are assets to be able to cover that, but we will continue to look for additional opportunities. And of course, if you as investors and claimants know of any assets that are out there, please do reach out to us and let us know, and we're happy to investigate that. But again, if you have specific questions or you want to contact us about any of that, please do reach out to us. Email, again, being the easiest way to reach us at contact@profitconnect-receivership.com. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday month here, and look forward to answering any other questions that may come in. Otherwise, we do hope to get this case wrapped up in 2026 and do at least one additional distribution in 2026. So that is our goal. That's what we're working towards. And we're just needing to wrap up a few of these litigation pieces, and then we will look to get the case wrapped up and closed and pay the remaining money paid out. So if you have any questions on any of that, please do reach out to us. Otherwise, thank you very much for joining the call, and look forward to talking with you in the future. Bye-bye.